Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a chit chat get ready with me on this look right here, and I am absolutely obsessed with it. I look like a whole snack if I do say so myself. Like, I feel so poppin'. I feel like I say this after every video, but it's true. I feel gorgeous. So basically today's video is a hybrid of a trying out new products, a get ready with me, a tutorial, and like a first impressions. It's just a lot packed into one video. I haven't started editing this video, but if I know me, I know that I talked a lot, which means this video might be pretty long. So if you have somewhere to be, you might want to pull out your makeup. We can get ready together. But basically, I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about some things that were in my head that I wanted to share with you guys. You know, sort of kind of where I'm headed with the channel, changes that I'm making to my content here, all of that type of thing, and just like some makeup gossip and whatnot. So if you would love to see how I created this look, as well as hear everything that's going on in my head, then keep on watching. Okay, so like I said in the intro, today's video is a get ready with me. It's in-depth, we're talking, we are chit-chatting and all that good stuff, and I'm testing out a ton of new products. Not necessarily new in makeup, but new to me, things that I've never tried before. So let me just give you the rundown what's already on my face, and then we'll just jump into foundation and all that good stuff. First things first, brows. I did not use my Anastasia dip brow, which is so crazy. I used the Benefit Brow. This is in the number 5. I also used their Gimme brow in 3 and the Ready Set brow, but I've already owned those products, so that really wasn't new. Just the brow was. I've never tried that before. I bought it last night at Sephora, and I really like it actually. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start with foundation as usual. NARS Sheer Glow, Macao, favorite freaking foundation. I filmed this, or tried to film this video yesterday, and I tried the new Hourglass foundation, or it's not new. It's the Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation Stick. I tried that out yesterday on camera. Unfortunately, I think I deleted the clip. Actually, I know I deleted the clip on accident. I was gonna put it in this video because it was funny, my reaction to it, and after I watched it, I sort of kind of just pressed delete on accident, not thinking about it. I look like an Oompa Loompa. Like, I could have definitely been an extra in Willy Wonka, the Chocolate Factory, with that foundation on. And I tried 2 shades because I'm always an in-between shade in foundations. So I was like, okay, I'll do Warm Almond and Golden Amber. And it was not good at all. Like, I looked orange, y'all. This is a Real Techniques buffing brush. One of my favorite foundation brushes. The only thing I don't like about doing get ready with me, to be honest, is the fact that I can't listen to music, because I have to listen to music when I get ready. Like, I don't know, it just helps me get in the mood to like be that bitch. And it's so weird because I can't do that. This is just my flawless face routine. There's nothing really new here. LA Girl Concealer, Espresso. Okay, so my camera was hot. I needed to cool down, take a nap, so cut off. But I went ahead and just blended out the rest of my contour, which I'm finishing up right now on the sides of my nose. And this is a BH 119 brush. I don't really know what it's like meant for, because it doesn't have the names on it, it just has the numbers. But I like to use it for my nose contour because of how it's angled. But that is done, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my concealer cocktail, which the base is always my Tarte Shape Tape and Tan Sand. yesterday when I filmed, my Morphe palette with Jaclyn Hill came in. But of course, when I deleted the clip of me looking orange, I deleted that clip of me getting it and being super duper excited about it. But I have my Morphe palette with Jaclyn Hill and I'm really excited about it. So I'm not going to use it in this video just because I have other new products that I want to use in this video. But we are going to be using that palette within the next couple of weeks. And I will definitely have a video on my channel for it. It's not going to be like a review. It's just going to be a tutorial because I feel like everybody has given their reviews on this palette and we don't necessarily need another. I wanted to talk to you guys about a few changes I plan on making to the channel. Just to share with you guys. And I'll also give you guys an opportunity to give feedback if you have any. If not, then I'll just go ahead with what I had planned in the first place. But I've been thinking about bringing Turban Talks back to my channel. And if you are new to my channel, you might not know what that is, for which I will try and briefly, try is the opposite word, to briefly explain what it is and what it was. But basically, my senior year of high school, I was going through like a lot in terms of friends and boys, and I don't know, I felt like I was going to explode if I didn't talk about it to anybody. It didn't matter who. I needed to get my thoughts and my feelings outside my head and into the open space. So, you know, one day I was like going through some foolishness and I got on Snapchat and I vented and I went off and I got all my feelings off my chest. Surprisingly, a ton of people who I had on my Snapchat was like, yo, I needed to hear that. Like, that's what I needed. Like, I'm going through similar stuff and like, you know, I didn't know how to handle it, but I know how to handle it now. And basically, like, they felt like they had gotten something from basically my struggle. And people were like, you should do this more often. Like, so every Thursday I would get on Snapchat and it'd be like different stuff that I was going through, boys, friends, whatever, and I would just rant and basically get shit off my chest that I wasn't getting off my chest on a daily basis. And it sort of kind of worked because I've always been the friend that my friends could come to for advice, and so I was basically doing that for multiple people at once. And I've always just wanted to help people. Like, that's always been my thing. So if it's through making you feel beautiful, if I do your makeup, or if I show you how to get ready for your date night, or if it's helping you look the part. So if I do like a lookbook or a haul video of like clothes, and so then you know what you could wear to, I don't know, any event that you're going to. Basically, I do what I do because I like helping people, and I feel as though it doesn't matter the medium I get behind. You know, if I have my intentions right, it'll help somebody regardless of what I'm doing. And so when I was, you know, 17, 18 years old and lovesick and hopelessly enamored with a boy who didn't love me the same way, being able to share my thoughts about being that lovesick teenager and other teenagers who I went to school with, or were my friends, or were my classmates, and were like, yo, I fucking feel that. That made me feel good, because I was like, okay, so it's not just me, you know? Because like when you walk around school and, you know, you'll be in your head and you're just like, yo, I'm the only person in the world going through the shit that I'm going through right now, and nobody else fucking gets it, and nobody else understands. But when I had Turban Talks my senior year and people were like, yo, I get it, I understand, I was like, wow, I'm not alone. Like, I'm not by myself in what I'm experiencing. So it was before my birthday, my senior year, and I was talking to some friends in my AP Environmental Science class, and they were like, yo, you should really make a YouTube channel And I have been thinking about it because some other people had been like, Gabs, you need to make a YouTube channel. But I was like, I don't know, like, you know, like there's a lot of people who can possibly see, you know, me, my videos and all that stuff. Like that's a ton of people. Like this is the world at this point. It's no longer just, you know, the 50 or 60 people on my Snapchat who live in the same town as me and see me on a weekly basis. And a lot of people were just like, yo, Gabs, you need to make a YouTube channel. And it started to get to the point where like I made friends because of my Turban talks. You know, there were people who were like, I knew, like we knew each other based on like name and face, but we never had any conversation before. But they had been like, yo, my friend has you on Snapchat and I seen your Turban talk, it was dope. And I was like, you know, maybe I should do this YouTube thing. Like maybe I could help a lot more people than just the people I go to school with and I'm sort of kind of growing up with. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this YouTube shit. So I made a YouTube channel and I posted my first video on my, what was it, my 18th birthday. And I graduated and then, you know, I was like, okay, I guess I'll keep doing these Turban talks, but it didn't feel the same. And for a while, I thought I lost my gift of helping people. Because again, I've always just been good at helping people. And I had graduated high school. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I would see like a ton of my friends who were going to like these big name universities and they knew what they wanted out of life. And I felt like I was being left behind. Like I literally was like, yo, like everybody's out here and they know what they're doing and I don't know what I'm doing. And it made me really, really sad because I was like, wow. Like, because I don't know. I felt alone in my struggle. And Turban Talks couldn't help. I couldn't help anybody if I couldn't help myself. And then the following year, so right around the anniversary of me starting Turban Talks, I'm like, okay, let's reboot it. Let's try it again. We'll call it Confetti Chats. And maybe it'll go a lot better than it did the last time. Nope. I did one. It felt forced. I didn't do another. So then I threw myself into makeup. I was like, we'll do makeup. We'll talk about other stuff. We'll do story times. We'll do anything that's not Turban Talks because I don't have it anymore. I don't have the gift anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and set my contour areas. And I'm gonna use my Anastasia contour kit. We're gonna pause on my life talk for a second and we're gonna jump into our eyes. I'm gonna be starting off with the Balm Meet Matte Nude palette. This is my first time using this. And I'm gonna be going into Matte Johnson, which is this slate blue shade right here. And I'm gonna take this in to my crease. There is a little fallout in the pan, so I'm just gonna tap it off. Ever since I sort of kind of stopped doing Turban Talks, every once in a while, a friend or two would be like, you know, you should really do Turban Talks again. Like, you should bring Turban Talks back. And I'm always like, yeah, sure, whatever. But, like, knowing that, like, I don't have it anymore, or thinking that I didn't have it anymore. I think truly what it wasn't so much that I lost my gift, but I can't do what I did then because I'm not that girl anymore. So Turban Talks is not gonna exist, not in the same way that it once did, because 20-year-old Gabby doesn't have that issues. 20-year-old Gabby who knows what she's doing with her life and, you know, is hopelessly in love with herself and is surrounding herself with only energies and vibes that benefit her positively. She doesn't have the same issues that 17, 18-year-old Gabby did. And that's where Turban Talk existed. It existed in that space in which I had those juvenile, immature issues. And of course, I'm always growing, I'm always learning, I'm always maturing. So it's not to say that I don't have immature moments or I don't go through immature shit, because we all do. Doesn't matter how old we get, but those issues just aren't the same. So Turban talk can't exist the way that it once did, because you're not in that space. So just like you're growing, you're changing, you're maturing, the medium in which I help others has to also mature and change and grow. So this go around, I am going to be bringing back my sort of advice videos, but under a new moniker. She's no longer Turban Talk, she's Gab Sessions now. I'm really excited, really nervous, but it's a new chapter in my life, so, you know, it's okay to be nervous because it's growth. Now I'm gonna go into my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette, and I'm gonna take this shadow right here. It's called Serious. It's like a matte gray. Now I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take, this is my Real Tiny Detailer brush. I use this to carve out under my brows. I'm going to take that and I'm going to cut my crease. Okay, so I said this was like a sort of kind of first impression, so let me just start out by saying I really do like these Balm shadows. I think they are really pigmented and easy to work with. They don't feel like harsh to blend out or anything like that. The Urban Decay shadows, this is actually I think my first Urban Decay palette or shadow or anything. Okay, yeah, okay, so far I really like that satiny shade. It is a little more on the not powdery side, but it does have some kickback, so be mindful if just buying Urban Decay shadows in general. I'm gonna be taking my ColourPop shadow. This is in the shade Luckfully. I think I've used this shadow like once before, but it's so gorgeous. Anyways, I'm super duper excited because my aunties, those are air quotes by the way, Desi and Katie just announced their collaboration on the Grwm, and it's with Just the Colors, and I'm really excited because I've been eyeing a few of their products. But I've never purchased any. So this is gonna be like my first Dose of Colors purchase. Then to set that cream shadow, I'm just gonna take a flat synthetic brush and go back in to the palette, and I'm going to take this shadow right here from the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani, and this is called Danger. So I'm gonna be going into my Morphe M506. This is one of my favorite blending brushes of all time, not just from Morphe, but just in general. And I'm gonna go into Blackout. Then I'm gonna go into my melt stack and take dark matter to really intensify it. So we're gonna go ahead and do some glitter liner. Now I have two here. I have my Urban Decay Heavy Metal liners, which I absolutely adore. And then I have my NYX crystal liners, and I feel like this one is like dried out and old because it's not wet anymore, but it's the only silver liner I have. They actually added to take my eyes, so I probably shouldn't be using it. But again, it's the only silver liner I have. So I feel like I have to work with it. Ooh, it's cute. Okay, I might change it and put that gold over top. Because that gold has silver, I mean this liner, because this one has silver in it as well, not just gold, and it also doesn't irritate my eyes, so there's that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and highlight our inner corner. And to go in first, I'm gonna be taking Flexitarian by ColourPop. I'm going to take this pencil brush, 132 by BH Cosmetics, spray it with some setting spray. Okay, so it turned out a little more blue than I wanted it to, but that's fine because we're going to put something on top of it that hopefully masks that. I'm going to be taking my Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Illuminati. Okay, so my lashes are on, and I did my mascara, and I also did my waterline. And for my waterline, I used the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversion. This is my first time using this. I have to say, it's actually amazing. Usually it takes me a while to get my eye crayons warm enough, I guess, for it to really glide on my waterline, and it was fairly simple. And for my lashes, I am wearing the Vegas Nay Eylure Grand Glamours. Okay, highlight. I'm going to be taking my Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion in 2, and the brush that I'm going to use, my trusty Morphe M510. I love this brush. And I'm using my NYX liner that I always do, and I'm going to be doing a nude lip because I don't want my lip to clash with my eyes. And because my eyes are on the cool side, I'm going to make sure that my nude lip is on the warm side because my undertones are warm, and so I don't want to look washed out. And for that, I'm going to be taking my Bite Beauty Multi-Stick in Blondie. The multi-sticks aren't super duper matte, like they're matte, but they still have like a semi-matte finish. But I sort of kind of want a gloss, and I don't know which one I want to use because I have two new nude type lip glosses. The first one is the Makeup Forever Artist Plexi Gloss in 200. Okay, so this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. Any information you might need in terms of what brushes I use, products, of course, my social media handles, all of that will be listed down below. So if I ever forget something, or you want to go back and make a mental note or say something for later, All that information will always be down in my description box, so be sure to check there. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I think that's it. So until my next video, peace, love, and abundance, my loves. Bye.